All right, so let's say I go to this account. On the top right, some of you don't even know we have those utilities. You can see everything you can execute on this contact right from here. So if I go to add note, now I'll have a pop-up. So this is presentation, follow up, please connect. You can add media and all that cool stuff and submit. So the note will be available right here in the timeline, whereas before it was shown on the right side. You can delete it, and also you'll have a filter which lets you filter by notes. So if I just want to see the notes applied to this account, it will be right here. Okay. On the left panel, you'll see a summary, how many notes in total added to the account. And this is really something you've suggested to us. You wanted to have this view in part of your soft CRM usage of the platform. So that's the first release that we have on VBOUT. Okay, it's very simple. The second part is we introduce signatures and pre-made templates. This is really cool. Also, an optimization to the current ways you do things. So let's say I want to send an email, one-to-one email to this gentleman or whoever this person is. You're going to see add signature and add template right here. And you can configure your signatures from your settings. I'll show you how. And you can also have pre-made templates, which you can insert right in here, which would be with your own content, that is, okay? Now don't mind what I have. This is all test data, but I'll show you in a second how you can manage these. To access your signatures, you can go to your settings. There will be a signatures option, and you can add as many signatures as you want. Obviously, it supports HTML, so you can copy paste it, give it a title, and immediately it will be shown on that drop down. So this is how you can add a signature to your signature pool. All right. So when you are on the go and you're trying to email somebody, you can insert the signature, but it's not only for the one-to-one. If you are composing an email, be it for campaign or automation, this option will be available on your simple editor. Many of you use the simple editor under design, new design. You'll see basic editor, simple, basic. It's also right here, right? So these signatures can be added to your view. All you gotta do is just make sure you put the cursor where you want to add it and choose it from the top drop down. Okay? Very simple. Now, templates on the other hand are kind of similar, but where you will create them is under the email template side of VBOUT. So you can think of these as pre-saved templates in your Gmail or others, you have something like that. Except here, now if you create templates, you're gonna notice a new option under design template, classic, new builder, or you can create an email template, a very basic looking email template. This will open up the template option. This could be, review, request, email. Put the content here. Please review us on these channels. All right, I butchered my grammar. And whatever is your text, right? You can even start from an existing template if you want and save. Here we go. Now, if I go back to my campaigns or even to a contact record and I'm trying to email that person, I can send an email, and now you will see the add template option right here, review request email. Okay, so whatever I inserted there will automatically be appended. Similarly, on the campaign, which I was on before, if I go to edit, basic editor, you will see it right in here. So add template, review request, and that text will be added to wherever the cursor was at the time. Many of you suggested this feature. I know it's going to enhance the way that you do your one-to-one marketing, or you can just create different signatures for different organization, team members in the organization, and use them that way. All right? Cool. Now let's move on to email and SMS directly from tasks. This one is almost released, but in an effort to make our soft CRM a little bit more if you want CRM driven, now when you create a task around the lead, let's say you have a lead, you create a task, you assign it to somebody. Many of you know that that lead will have an email attached to the right side, right here, okay? So let me see if I can grab an example. This one has a Twitter username and an actual email. Now you will notice there's an action here. Please bear with me, this is all testing accounts. And by the way, you can attach tasks to people, to campaigns, automations. Tasks in VBOUT is very versatile. All right, so let's say I want to email one of these contacts. So I'm going to create a task. Just do, this is testing, call. I'll attach a lead here. I can search the database and attach a contact record. I can say follow up and add. So here's what happened now. You can see the lead is associated, or the contact is associated with this task, is assigned to me. I know that from here. I can even, by the way, toggle the view to go to the pipeline view. Okay. And table view as well as a stack view. All right, so assigned to all users. Now, if I'd like to email that person on the bottom, and this might not work because I have the social media attached, I'll click send email, and that typically will open up the pop-up. Let me just choose one that only has a contact record associated. Please bear with me 1 second. Because if you have multiple contacts associated, they should be added in here. All right, so let me just go do that real quick. Follow and add. All right, so now that the record is here, I can click on send email, and this will open up this pop-up. You can choose to send it from your own connected inbox SMTP, or you can send it from VBOUT, just whatever VBOUT's SMTP is. It's up to you. One of them uses your Gmail or Outlook, whatever you've linked. And by the way, Gmail still haven't fully launched on VBOUT. You can connect Outlook or your custom inbox, but you can use them here and then add templates exactly like we did before, including signature. Okay. Cool things is these could be scheduled, and they will also show up on the account. If you have multiple contacts associated, say this one as well, by hitting the send email, this will actually allow you to select multiple recipients or just choose one of them. Okay, very simple. The other option here is you can send an SMS message to those people as well if you'd like, right? As part of the one-to-one communication process. They need to have their phone number on file, of course, as a contact record, and you need to connect your own Twilio phone to VBOUT. All right? This is a pretty cool feature, you guys. Obviously, a lot of this stuff can be done via automation, but this is one of the features that was highly requested by you, especially those who use VBOUT as a soft CRM. Cool. Let's continue. TikTok streams. Last month I announced that we now support TikTok as part of the channels that we publish to, but we didn't have the streams integrated. Now, fortunately, their stream is quite limited, but if I am to navigate to my own TikTok on their social streams, you'll see my videos right here. They don't have an endpoint right now to access comments and stuff like that. Again, it's quite limited. Hopefully in the future that will change. Okay. Now there is a feature which also is interesting. You can do search and search video titles or hashtags on YouTube, Instagram and YouTube. We retired the Twitter one because they removed it as an endpoint, but you can now search hashtags on Instagram and hashtags on YouTube. All right. Now we have an auto tag feature on form signups. This one is also highly suggested by the community. When you are inside any form on VBOUT, you know you can control the form settings. And many of you know that we have a list in VBOUT, list associated with a form. They dash sort of like by default behavior. So if I go to here, go to lists, and go inside fields and forms, under the settings of that form, there's an option to automatically tag people when they fill out the form. I guess many who use tagging for firing out automations, for just organizing contacts in different places, this could be a handy feature. So we added the ability to auto tag people the moment they fill out the form from your website, landing pages, pop-ups, and so on. Okay, so this is a handy feature requested by the community. All right, another highly anticipated, which I personally like as well, is the ability to hide profile under your social media connection. This applies if you are managing other accounts and you're connecting social media through your account. So let me show you how that works. So obviously under your social media, I can open up, and mind you, we're just doing some updates right now. I compose, connect profiles, and let's say I do not want some Facebook pages to show, okay? Because I'm managing so many pages, some of these are private. So what I can do is I can expand this, and you'll see on the right side an option to hide those from others. So if I hide, now that profile is gone, okay? I can hide this, etc. All right, so this allows you to show and hide certain connected available pages to your profile. It also applies to LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn, as you know, in VBOUT, you can manage your personal, meaning I can publish to my personal LinkedIn, or I can publish to pages. So if I want to hide my personal, I simply click here and apply to show or to hide it, okay? So that's that was by default showing, so your profile would always show on the left. Many of you didn't like that, so now you have the ability to hide this completely and not show it at all, okay? Just so you know. Perfect. Hopefully you guys are liking these small enhancements and updates to the platform. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. I know my team is going to answer them once I'm done, given that this is going to be partially pre-recorded. All right, but this one was requested last month. When you are in the campaign view, and let's say you choose under the target segment a lot of lists in the drop down, we added the ability to remove the lists from this view. I know this is small, but some of you have hundreds and hundreds of lists, and through the drop down they had a trouble to find those lists and remove them. So instead of having to sift through the drop down, find it, remove it, we now added that simple option, which will make your life easier, I hope, right on the right side. Okay, so a small release, suggested last month call on, pretty much live. So I thought this is a cool way to kind of take it, implement it, and show you. Hopefully you're with us on the call, whoever suggested it. Okay, last but not least, for today, we have LinkedIn and Instagram carousel. Prior to that update, you were only able to post one image or video to LinkedIn as well as to Instagram. Facebook, Twitter, by default, took multiple videos and multiple images. But now that applies also to LinkedIn and it applies to Instagram. So all you gotta do is just choose the profile, add your media, as many as you want, and you should be good to go, okay? So this is a nice little update and enhancement to our social media, which, by the way, has become amazingly robust. You can publish short videos, You can do posts. We have all these channels that we support, from TikTok to Instagram to Reels and Shorts. So you can pretty much manage your entire ecosystem directly from here. And we have a lot more planned, by the way, for social in the next few months. Okay? Including Google My Business, if you're wondering. So these are in terms of releases. Hopefully you guys like them. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. George and Mo will get to them once I'm done.